Yes! The noble Lady Hellbender shall fight alongside us this day. After we bested Foom the Invincible.
I think we found Drax's peanut butter and chocolate.
We are on the path to destiny, my friends.
I still can't believe we did it. We did do it, right?
We sure did, and we got Mantis back.
But we lost Warlock, and we'll need him to exercise the Magus once we shut down that ritual.
So we bust him out of cult prison. I've done jailbreaks before, we all have.
We still tracking him?
Oh yeah, that thing ain't coming out easy.
Good. Then all we gotta do is get there on time and hope Lady Hellbender does too.
She will. I'm certain of it.
All right. Let's gear up, people. Tie up any loose ends. Take a pee if you have to, because we're not stopping again.
Hey, Quill. Let me borrow your tunes.
Why?
I need to focus. Come on.
Do not drop that.
Mantis? What happened on the Mantis after we left? Last time we saw you, things looked dire.
It's a long story. We can talk about it after you do like Star Guy says and use the bathroom.
I don't need to.
All right, but don't say I didn't warn you in church Grandpa makes you do faith crunches.
Wait, Raker's gonna do what?
It depends. But at some point, someone says my name, and then there's a little bit of pee.
Great. I did not want to know that.
Oh yeah, little fuzzy. Maybe the little bit of pee is you.
Nope.
Aw, she says thank you for getting rid of Aiden Warsock. Apparently she likes me better.
Mantis! I've got so many questions.
I know, and I want so many answers. Like, seize the means of production. Or, it's not just a rash. Or, yes, it is gluten-free.
Not the answers I was looking for, but now I'm wondering about the questions.
What questions?
How did you convince Lady Hellbender to meet us on Maclu 4? You weren't even with us when we decided to go.
Actually, convincing her to go after you wasn't hard at all. But convincing her to hear you out? Whew, that was tough. I had to get all creepy mystical and spook her with warnings about what would happen otherwise.
You told her about the end of the universe, and she believed you?
Oh, no, not at first. But when I brought up all her precious monsters dying, she came around. Couldn't take that chance with her babies, you know?
What happened on Lamentis after we left? You said some people would survive, but that doesn't fare super well for the others.
Many of the elders died. They didn't resist the invasion, but they would never accept the promise. It isn't their way.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Their sacrifice bought time for me and the Kotati to hide most of the others. They will emerge when the galaxy is saved.
So you were able to hide them in the caves. Hope you told them to stay away from the fog. Well, I'm glad to have you with us.
Oh, good, because you're not always glad.
Why not?
Well, sometimes I'm your ex-wife.
What?
I think she's pulling your leg, Quill.
It only ever happens the one time, but it's so funny.
All right, here goes nothing. No, scratch that. Here go the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Woohoo!
I'm gonna barf.
And we're back. Deja vu.
Is it just me or that fleet looks twice as big now?
Wrong. It's at least thrice as big.
That's the biggest I've ever seen it.
What now?
Kill the lights, kill the engines, and wait for Lady Hellbender to show up.
We're sure she's coming, right?
She is a woman of honor, a queen. She promised to gather her forces.
And how long is that gonna take?
Too long.
No. We can't be too late. We gotta save the galaxy and Nikki. One way or another, we need to get in there and shut down that ritual.
We can't take on a fleet that big.
Little Fuzzy!
Rocky, what are you doing, man?
We need to get into Sacrosanct to disrupt the ritual, right? We all know we get killed out here. So, I'm gonna make a really loud distraction.
My tunes!
Yeah, I rigged it to blast your scuddy music across all channels, while the church is out looking for the source.
We cut the engines and we flow silently right past them to board the Sacrosanct. Smart.
Seriously? Fine. But we're getting it back as soon as we win. Now get back in here! Alright, let's find a place to park.
Look at those movies. Our deception is working.
Don't sound so surprised.
We are so gonna get my music back once this is all done.
Sorry, Quill. Chances are they're gonna blast it to pieces once they pin it down.
Let's make sure this sacrifice counts.
Can we not call it that?
Why are we whispering anyways? I know they're out there, but they can't hear us through the ship's hull.
Yet you're still whispering.
Because I don't want to be the one to flark it up if they can hear through it. But they can't.
Well, certainly if they can hear us.
What?
Morgoth's breath. Whoa! Yes! Lady Hellbender has arrived!
Guardians of the Galaxy, stop hiding! The monster lords of Seknarf 9 hunger for battle!
We're not hiding,
We are sneaking.
because we need to get into Sacrosanct alive.
Then we will slaughter as many as we can out here while you fight your way in. Eat, my children! Crack open their shells and feast upon the sweet meats inside!
This is so metal. All right, people, let's take advantage of the nice lady's murdering spree. We're busting into Sacrosanct.
That landing bay's no way in. There's still a lot of pain between here and there.
Maybe we can blow past him.
Risky.
Got a piece of that guy.
Hurry up, Peter! The real fun's gonna be inside Raker's ship!
Getting us in there as fast as I can. Taking fire.
Direct hit. Try not to get shot, Quill.
Flying, this sucks. Ah, they're fast. Spaceships, monsters, fate of the entire galaxy at stake.
We got this, Peter! Or we die trying!
And we're in!
Mantis, you sure you can fly her?
Yes! Sometimes.
maybe you should.
To arms! The enemy approaches!
Rocket, any sign of Warlock?
Yeah, my tracker's showing gold by the central hospital. We gotta get out of this hangar.
How about that? These guys really need to work on their hospitality.
Tell them later, after they're dead.
I was just trying to wake him up. Like fish in a barrel.
Yeah, Groot, pretty sure they know exactly why we're here. You heard them. Let's get them until they pop in front.
Lady Hellbender's entrance was quite the spectacle.
How was she staying a strike through without a saddle?
So many crack spots to blast.
You fill them, I fillet 'em!
Rocket! Blast them!
Anybody feel bad killing these stones? Because I don't.
Another one down! These guys really need to work on their hospitality.
Tell them later, after they're dead. Fuck, lady, better not ding our ship.
My shit. Wait a second. You say hour? Really missing my tunes right now, Rock.
You
Set
need
it
a
free!
sword beater! Get the rhythm right! You're dancing to your own tune!
Been too long since I blew something up.
This will be our glorious final assault on the church!
I like your
Broke
enthusiasm!
the training room,
My fists have found the lever!
Don't be sad. Keep punching their scudding lights out.
Make them hurt, Gamora!
These space cranes are unstable!
To use that to our advantage!
Whoa! What's the language? Let's get the fork out of here.
How close are we?
Not close, which is why we need to keep moving.
Yeah! They called in the creep elite!
At least they brought the elevator for us.
String them up, Groot! Drax, destroy! Let loose, Rocket! Dizzy, woman incoming! Really missing my tunes right now, Rocket!
You need a sword beater! Get the rhythm right! You're dancing to your own tune! The hangar's wide open! You can attack from anywhere!
That means they can also be attacked from anywhere!
Of course I think we'll win. We're the gardeners, ain't we?
Put down another fanatic!
These deluded souls do not know when to quit!
Whoa! What's the language?
This has
I
got
am
my name
trying
on
to
it!
destroy!
Hey, Quill! Want to see some fireworks?
These guys really need to work on their hospitality!
Tell them later, after they're dead.
This will be our glorious final assault on the church!
I like your enthusiasm, Drax!
Listen to Groot. Get in here. I'm tempted to trash this whole landing base so they can't bring in reinforcements.
How can we be certain they have not found a way to convert the Warlock?
It would explain why they took him prisoner instead of just killing him.
And there's a lot of faith Scott beaming into this place.
He almost kicked our butts when he was all sad and mopey.
Warlock hates Magus. He already evicted the thing once.
Maybe they made up. You booted me and Groot, but here we are.
I did not. You left.
My point stands.
No. If Magus had turned Warlock, he would have been here to greet us.
Hey! Mantis, no spinning! Why is she spinning?
Don't worry about my flying. Just worry about your shooting. You'll meet new people soon.
Already here, Mantis.
Oh, say hi for me.
Celestial Madonna sends her greeting.
Woo! Snag him!
Imagine the havoc Lady Hellbender must be wreaking outside.
Probably destroyed half the Armada by now, Drax! Using only her spear! I kinda wanna know how they made so many uniforms in such a short time!
Maybe there's a giant closet on the ship somewhere.
Fully embrace the promise.
And there's millions more where they came from.
Let's hope Mantis and Lady Hellbender keep most of them busy outside.
Hey, we can get through here. You coming, Quill?
Door's flarked.
Scott. We need to go that way. See if you can overload it.
Are they still mad at us? Okay. Sorry we left such a mess last time we were here.
No, we ain't!
Oh, you Drax! Think you'll tell us where Warlock is?
Don't think they're up for much of a chat!
Broke another cultist!
These deluded souls do not know when to quit. I have slain the believer!
At least Mantis hasn't crashed the Milano.
I believe the insect witch will prove quite capable as a pilot.
Have a nice day! This faith-filled fanatic, we made another mess!
Groot's right! They started it!
It's a big cult, they've gotta have janitors.
Oh good, here comes the cleaning crew.
The spill is back that way, boys.
I do not believe these people are janitors.
Rush them, Drax!
Another promise
There's a lot more
destroyed!
where he came
Don't be
from.
sad! Keep punching their sudden lights out!
Think you'll tell us where Warlock is?
They are nothing but promise-filled husks!
I guess it was a pretty controlled roll. For the bug lady, I mean.
Drax, toss it! At least Mantis hasn't crashed the Milano.
I believe the insect witch will prove quite capable as a pilot.
You said it, bud. They are gonna throw everything they got at us.
And we will dodge it!
Ah, there we go. Path's this way. Come on.
Star Guy, what does the angry orange light on your controls mean?
Which one?
The one under the tape. Oh, now it's yellow. Now orange again. Ooh, yellow.
Just ignore it, Mantis.
Put tape over my warning lights?
You're distracting.
You just lost your tape privileges.
It's my tape.
I swear I will never set foot in a church after this.
Come on, you ain't never been in a church.
Yes, I have.
Is this really the safest route?
Lord, no! But safe ain't my top priority right now. Quill, I bet you could pull up the rest of them floor panels.
They turned this on just to hold us back.
See?
not break our determination!
It sure is trying!
Defy it, furry one!
We ain't going out like this!
Just get behind something!
Come stand in front of me!
Did you guys get the radioactive plasma bridge or the wind thing this time?
The wind thing!
Oh, good!
This sucks!
You mean it blows?
Yeah, that too!
This feels like the last of Lady Hellbender!
No! It's huge working turbines!
What are you doing up there?
Practical analysis or something.
Peter Quill's mind works in unfathomable ways!
That it does.
Just plant those feet in the ground, buddy! You can do this! Suddenly I feel like I'm back on Seknar!
At least it's not raining!
Don't jinx it!
Go get him, guys.
Scott!
Great. Now what?
Where is he?
Ah, got him. Golden Boy's this way. Come on.
Yes, we're going out into space. We got no other options.
And I got a theory. Yup, artificial gravity. Figured a ship this big would need it for repairs and stuff.
This is so cool.
Hang on.
Okay, go, go, go.
See? Nothing to it. Yep, signal's coming from somewhere inside that giant frickin' rock.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, that scrap heap's taking pot shots at our monsters.
Enemies ahead, Peter Quill.
Okay, we got this.
Come, test your mettle!
Lob it at him, big guy. Send it their way, Drax. Now we open up.
My trigger finger has gone numb from all the murder and...
Took down one of the Nova Corps nut jobs.
Quill's killing movie cops now. Music to my ears. Yeah, you might want to dodge those next time.
the mines! Enough already!
I agree! The electric-wielding corpsman must perish next!
Finally! Sick of those dashed mines!
That is certainly an exaggeration.
How much time do we have?
Not too much! Get shooting!
The wizard's distractions test my patience!
Yup! Snuff him out, the rest is cake!
Don't want to wipe down space cops!
Who's killing loopy cops now? Music to my ears!
Smoke the rocket! At least we got past the fair bit.
Barely! Bombs won't do scut! Then let's take him out first! Like a hot knife! Reach the shield!
Ah! The purple glow does not make their skulls harder to crack!
That's right, big guy! Crush your tracks!
I see him! Hold on, bud! That's what you get, squat hoppers!
Rocket! Do you just make up those words or do they mean something?
Rocket, can you pop the lock on that door?
Yeah,
Well, that didn't work.
panel's flarked. But I got a better idea. Hang on.
Out of the way! It's rocket time! And that's how it's done!
Excellent work, little fuzzy.
You don't get to call me that.
Heads up! We've got new friends!
I am happy to be here fighting alongside all of you.
Right back at you, muscles! And stay down, you flarkin' Nova horse!
Can't wait to see your face on a wanted poster!
He was gone long before I got to him!
I hope Worldwide has a solid life
There
insurance
we go!
policy.
Half this way! Come on!
All right, let's keep moving. Whoa! Monster down!
Holy Scott!
Guess that one's off to Monster Valhalla.
It was a noble death.
Mantis, how's it going up there?
So many dead. It's always hard to watch. These beasts are very brave.
Hold on, okay? We're making good progress.
You are very brave too.
How big is this ship?
Fucking huge!
Playful now, Rocket! I am happy to be here fighting alongside all of you.
Right back at you, muscles!
These renegades are relentless!
Is that light getting tighter?
Looks like it. We need to hurry.
What? He wants to know who will plant all these bodies with no dirt out here. I don't get what he's...
He knows we bury our dead.
Oh, that ain't planting, you big goof. That's making worm food. Ain't no space worms. All right, let's figure out a way to get through here. We're in a rush, apparently.
Let's keep pushing forward.
Peter Quill, I fear I will not be able to harm your child if she is lost.
Of course you wouldn't let him, you big lug, but what if she don't give us a choice? Not to be insensitive or nothing, but there's something very, very wrong with that kid.
I'll take care of it.
Even if it means...
I'll take care of it.
Thanks, bud. Man, I'd love to confiscate this shit.
Any bets on what's down there? Guys, it's not too late to surrender.
We will not surrender.
Damn.
You
Drop your blasters and we'll call it even, okay? Gamora, slice him up! Bombs away, Rocket! Raker had to know we chased him here, right?
He underestimates us! It will be a fatal mistake! Look! The sorcerer heals his ill!
What's the opposite of heal? Let's do that to him! Lock and load, Rocket!
So he gets to just go around healing his pals. Probably should have asked if anybody was down here before sliding in.
Had they responded, I would have charged them anyway!
Pulverize!
You'll struggle in pain!
What is this place?
Yet another field of glorious conflict! Or perhaps a repair bay of glorious conflict!
There! He's boosting everyone but us!
Let's sever his ties that bind!
Raker had to know we chased him here, right?
He underestimates us! It will be a fatal mistake!
He's boosting their power. We're gonna hit hard.
That's not good! Stop him!
I shall break their bones!
Ain't nothing getting through.
Silence is chanting!
These fanatics only understand violence!
Wrap him up, bud!
What's next, Peter?
Probably should have asked if anybody was down here before sliding in.
At least we got the drop on him!
The Witch Doctor elevates our challenge in combat!
Chrome Dome's gotta go before we're overrun.
Doc!
We can never let something like this happen again!
There will always be another war to fight! My great strength goes underutilized!
Look, they surrendered.
We made a compelling argument.
And we beat them mercilessly.
Half expecting a monster to come crashing through the wall.
That would be very, very bad. Maybe we should keep moving?
I would like to leave this enclosure. I cannot see the battle.
You mean you might miss a peek at Lady Hellbender?
And Fin Fang Foom.
Do you think Foom holds a grudge?
We bested him in his own lair. He will forever recognize us as his superiors.
Yeah, well, he's Lady Hellbender's pet now, and she does hold a grudge.
That is true. Come! Bring us a real challenge! You are boring the Guardians of the Galaxy!
Okay, here we go. Hard to believe the fight for everything is happening right here. People are gonna write books about this. These things are built like freaking Terminators!
No, you will be their Terminators.
Going to have some long-term trust issues with robots after this!
Robots should never be trusted.
Man, that giant robot can take a lot of pain!
It is as venerable as it is large. We must break it. I will end you.
Go, Gamora!
You got it. Ouch! That's gotta hurt.
Ugh, they suck even when they're on fire.
Yeah? Well, I like watching them burn. No, Raker ain't running away again. We won't let him this time.
He has nowhere to go. I've got to give you credit, Peter.
Really?
Your crazy plan is actually working. I never expected Lady Hellbender to show up here.
I wasn't sure we were ever gonna find Foom, or beat him.
Nah, we did that, not just me.
You're the one who brought us all together.
And kept us together.
Against her.
Shh! Rocket, tell me we're almost through this.
We're further than we were the last time you asked.
Mark!
Don't blame me. I'm just the guy with the tracker. Fuzzy bees mark in the head. Tenderize them.
them around! That's a dead end!
We can find a way through once the last body drops!
Get down here, you Centaurian Starlord!
Drown this traitor that I may crush his skull!
Keep the breathing room, Drew!
Perhaps we could help Lady Hellbender from here!
No! She's buying us time! Let's not waste it!
We're all hurting, Groot! Gotta push through it!
Throw that, Drax!
Child, at once!
Vegas has her in its control! We've got to kill it first!
Peter Quill, unleash me onto these fools!
Ah, this is the right way! I know it! What's next, Peter? We'll never hit him while he's moving around that fast!
Drown this traitor that I may crush his skull!
Stay frosty!
Perish!
Looks like some ultra-heavy firepower up ahead!
Wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of those turrets!
Perhaps we could help Lady Hellbender from here!
No! She's buying us time! Let's not waste it!
My guy keeps dodging my shots!
Child, at once!
She won't come willingly until we end this madness!
Rocket! Safety's off!
The phase beams are still going strong! Does that mean the ritual hasn't started?
They're gonna want every last bit of power, I bet! We got time!
I'm ready! Just find me an opening! Control the walkway! Split them up!
You heard the lady! Let's get tactical! Coming!
I believe this is yours, Starlord.
Are you gonna be okay?
That was just so...
Metal?
Yeah.
Glad you got your music back, Quill.
You were the one who chucked it into space!
Hey, it worked, didn't it? No harm done.
Psychological harm was done. Gotta get through this.
I got this.
Back into a hole. Great!
Like holes.
Giant robot!
I hate these things. Not even sure it is totally robot.
What does that mean?
It's running on faith energy, right? That comes from people.
Drax O'Clock! Seems like Foom has forgiven us already.
He's gonna get hammered on Seknar with it!
Need some breathing room, Bruce!
We're barely scratching the big thing's paint!
They're trying to stall us! We need to get back out there!
They're gonna fail! Let's make quick work of them! Here
try to make an entrance! Like, every single time!
Feels like I've been shooting that big butt for hours!
Things built up! We need to really pile it on! Surprise!
Now's your chance! Round and close, Roach!
On it! Finally! Big buck
You
here!
said it! Too bad we can't stop the
That
salvage
felt as
at
bad as
parts!
it looked! Can't even scratch that thing!
Watch it, Drag! It's a breathing room, Groot!
I hope that monster don't target the buggy lady!
They are under the Monster Queen's control!
Drag! Toss it!
I wonder if Mantis can make me some of those arm raisers for close quarter brawls like this!
They appear to complement her unique fighting style!
Grootka's brain squash! The brain wash!
You really think those things have people in them?
It wouldn't be the weirdest thing we've seen.
They're creepy either way. Come on, we gotta go topside again to reach Warlock.
If we survive this, we should invite Lady Hellbender to join the team.
There ain't no room for her on the ship. She's like 3 quills high.
1.5 quills, at best.
Her armor alone must weigh 6 quills.
You know what? Let's vote on it. Do we invite Lady Leotard? Nope.
Yes.
No.
Peter Quill. Groot. Your votes.
Groot's a no, and Quill abstains from voting.
So I have been overruled.
You can still write to her.
Now that was unexpected.
Fortune favors us. We were not sucked into the lethal void.
Unless Raker shuts off the gravity.
Just have to hope he's too busy with the ritual to think of it. Are we sure Warlock's all the way over on the other side?
Yeah, as long as we keep moving forward, we're going the right way.
We have found purpose. We will not die here. If we do, we will see you in Toth. Correction. I will see you in Toth. The rest of you will see whatever heathen paradises you believe in. But I will ask if there is room for you in mine.
Cosmo, is that you in there?
Da, spasiba, Guardian of Galaxies, for helping Cosmo shake away promise. He is no longer chasing stick that is snake. And look, Cosmo is bringing nowhere.
Yeah, we noticed.
And family. Say privet, my pals.
It's good to have you back, buddy.
Ha! Cosmo is very much like filthy fleas. You are thinking he is gone, until he is biting on your ass.
He's such a good boy.
Нет, Cosmo is best of boys. Now we give these brain fleas the bites they deserve. Attack!
I had no idea nowhere could fire death beams. This is sweet.
And that dog has his paw on the nuke button. I'm gonna have to be nicer to him.
We should keep moving.
We are moving.
Well, we should be doing it faster.
Once we get inside that rock, chances are we're gonna have to go toe-to-toe with the Grand Unifier again.
We'll stomp on his toes.
I've only got one of his arms. I'm dying to complete my collection.
Wait, something's off. What's that?
Not this time, you didn't. Be careful on the slide.
Wait, what? Clark! Root! Light us up! Root!
Give him a minute. He just flew through space. Oh, Clark!
Keep your bits tucked in.
Which bits?
All of them.
I don't like this.
Accelerating!
Of course you think it's fun.
Watch out for debris.
It is a good thing my skin is so resistant.
Hope I don't tear my pants!
Only suckers wear pants.
This better lead somewhere solid.
Don't fall off the edge! Don't fall off the edge!
Acknowledge my velocity!
Woo! That happened!
Yes, it did!
Whoa, the tracker signal is way stronger in here. We're getting close.
Something tells me Raker's cronies won't make this easy.
Neither will we.
We're here for Adam Warlock. Just bring him to us and we'll let you go.
They ain't listening.
Our opponents do not hold back!
They don't want to disappoint Monster Daddy. Making short work of these cultist creeps!
Having fun preying on the weak. Do we trust Lady H not to stab us in the back?
Never! Her honor forbids it! Fools! Magus wants to consume your souls!
Yeah, it ain't gonna be that easy, Drax.
Cultists walked right into that one!
Thumbed out weirdos deserve it.
Caution! More combatants, Peter Quill. Will you attempt to reason with them as well?
Won't work. Just put him down! Don't mess with Earth!
Let's keep pushing. The signal's pinging from deeper in the mines.
Can't wait to chew out Goldilocks for getting his butt kicked back on Nowhere.
It's unwise to insult your brothers in battle.
Since when? You gave me and Gamora endless scut back on Seknar.
That is true.
Hard to believe this whole church sprung up from a bunch of miners.
Wish they'd stuck to digging. If we don't stop Magus this time, it's all over!
We were born for this. It's right there in our team name.
Can't wait to empty my guns into Magus' face. If it has one.
I will
Somebody's still
disembowel
digging
the
down
vile
here.
monstrosity.
I'm betting they use these precious metals for the faith tech. The Grand Unifier's golden pajamas don't come cheap.
Is it me or are we barely denting this thing?
It is as venerable as it is large. We must break it.
Get him, Groot!
There goes the arm!
Wish we had a way to take some of this ore with us.
Ain't nobody trading that scud once the church is gone. Too risky. This blackguard's sucking up all my shots!
less and less like a warlock prison.
Trust in the Warlock's button tracker!
Lob it at him, big guy!
These tunnels need a good plasma purge, if you ask me. With the cult still in them. Loss of acquirement in open space. You're attacked unprovoked. You have the right to claim the battle spoil.
We have definitely provoked them.
They provoked us first. Lots of times. I got all these toys. I'm just dying to use. Hey, Scutnut! Yeah, you! Put down my friend, or else!
Man, that giant robot can take a lot of pain!
It is as venerable as it is large! We must break it! Gladly! Ah! The mechanical beast is running out of limbs!
Hard to believe these tunnels used to be filled with miners instead of freaks!
Idiots could have been rich if they stuck with it instead of following some stupid cult. Things pretty tough for an open game.
Let's beat on it together! Think of it as team building!
Great idea, bud. If we pull this off, we should come back here and fill up our cargo hold.
Sell the ore on the black market? Payment for a job well done?
Seems fair to me.
Well, we ain't making that jump.
Peter's got this.
Does?
Peter Quill possesses the magical weapons.
Oh, I just had a great idea on how to keep Raker distracted.
Your safety inspectors, present your documents and we will judge their accuracy.
Rex, you gotta do it fast. Like so. Safety inspection! Blam! You failed!
Blam! You have failed your safety inspection.
They're dead, Drax.
Correct.
You know what to do, Quill.
Rocket! You sure Warlock's in here somewhere?
Unless he ditched the tracker, yeah.
That seems needlessly treacherous.
I know, but it might pay off.
You ever heard of the Phlegron effect? One tiny, pointless Phlegron twitches an antenna and ultimately causes global chaos. Or, you take one little shot at a goose sack and soon you're boots deep in a death cult at the end of the Flarkin world.
One should stomp on these flagrons before they can do such damage.
Oh, guys, it's like Christmas back here. Another one for me. Me again.
He says he wishes his people could have lived to see him save everything.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, a little heavier, but totally worth it.
Just be careful on those jumps.
What if Raker and his forces are perceived as martyrs?
All right, Rocket, let's prep for the big game.
Let's do it smart. This may be the last chance we get. Why do you tease me with crafting, Quill?
Okay, I think I'm ready to end this.
You and me both.
It is a shame Lady Hellbender did not send some of her guards with...
What the?
Hey, look, they get the Adam Warlock channel all the way out here.
Speaking of Goldilocks, he should be right on the other side of that giant murder bot army.
You've got to be kidding.
They've got it locked down with a faith shield. Think we can unplug it like we did on Nowhere?
It's worth a shot. Let's push through this, people. Don't want to keep the Golden God waiting. Breathing room, brute! Russia, Drax!
Focus on the ones actively trying to kill us!
What the? Coach is choosing his team members! Like the Cortex, right?
Try to pull them slugs.
Yeah, just gotta get access to them first.
Should find the warlock.
That did it!
Now just rinse and repeat on the other one, and we're in!
Come on! Everybody get in here!
There, the warlock.
Hang on. I'm calling us a ride down to Gold Cheeks. Make sure you grab on good. The drone, not the cheeks.
Grand Unifier.
Everyone down!
Finally come to confront the captive, castigate him for how far he's fallen.
Shut your mouth for once.
Clear shot.
Don't! We can't risk a fight from up here.
You show up on the very eve of our ascension. To what? Take everything from us once again?
Me? Tell me what I ever took.
My faith! And not just mine. You abandoned your flock. The very church you helped me build. You let us believe our God was dead, and with you, any hope of restoring those we lost.
I thought that...
You promised me my son!
I promised only partnership. You sought subjugation. My mistakes were many, but your mania is not among them.
Enough! Enough of this! The true divine vessel awaits. You're nothing but a husk. A faded shadow. But even you will feel the light.
Hear me. Halt this horror. Raker! Guardians, breach my bindings. Even now, Raker readies his restoration ritual.
Rocket, can you bust him out?
If I gotta...
Let me guess. Raker's power proved more pernicious than predicted?
There's little point pondering possibilities past, daughter of Thanos. Soon feverous faith will flood Raker's fledgling and feed the fiend within.
Not gonna happen. We're gonna shut it down together. Right?
Right.
Okay, let's go, people.
Come! Time dwindles as we dawdle. I could put him back up there.
Don't tempt me.
If Magus finds physical form, its insatiable cravings will consume all of creation.
Unless you eat Magus first.
A severe simplification. We must excise the entity gripping the girl.
But how much of Nikki will remain?
If her light lives, it lingers lost, dissolving in a dream discarded.
A pleasant dream.
Well, end of the world here, remember?
Hurry, go!
Rejoice! You made it just in time for the miracle.
Grand Unifier, I trust you can hold them to bear witness.
Easily.
My lady! Push through your pain! Fulfill the promise!
Monster!